Hey everyone, hope all is well. Another week, another huge range of topics I could talk about, and thus I am faced with the paralysis of choice. It's horrible, debilitating, perpetuates procrastination, and ironically is actually another topic I could add to that long list. You don't need me to tell you that there has been so much happening in world politics that is worth addressing here. I've also been preoccupied with organising my 30th birthday celebration next month. Yeah, you've heard that right. 30th. Where does time go? I'm in the process of relaunching my Patreon account, and I'm also in the never-ending search for work. My mind is in a lot of places right now. So before sitting down to shoot this video, I visited the local lake for lunch with my friend Jake, where I was surrounded by ducks like a Disney princess. Or a Disney villain, depending which way you see it. I reached the 1,000 kilometre mark in Pokemon Go, pulled up pieces of frozen lake, and made some lovely soundscapes. Long walks can really help wake you up, clear your mind, and enhance the creative thought processes. And yet, I still was unable to decide on what to talk about this week. However, just moments ago, I remembered a frequently asked question. Why do I, a British citizen, care so much about US politics? It's a fair question to ask. And with there being so many new viewers out there who have recently liked my Facebook page or subscribed to me on YouTube, or both if you're super awesome, I thought that this was a good time to answer that. I think I'd start off by saying that technology has made the world perceptually become a much smaller place. And many of the issues that we as individuals face are actually global ones. And although the United Kingdom is a great country, I like living here, it has sovereignty, its own government, I don't believe that some of the most pressing issues this world faces will be solved by Great Britain first. Far too often, our government follows in the footsteps of whatever the US does. That can happen in positive ways, when we look at things like civil liberties, climate change. But it also applies to negative aspects as well, especially when we consider things like foreign policy, military intervention across the Middle East. On a personal note, I have for many years travelled to the US. I adore the American people, or at least those that I have met so far, and I've always wanted to live there. But the final thing I'd say on this, and this is actually something I've learned over the past few years, is that many Americans who watch my videos have expressed a comfort with hearing an outsider perspective, who have gained a heightened sense of consciousness around the issues they care about because they realise, not for the first time, but more so than before, well, if this guy who doesn't even live here cares about this, then this is definitely something worth fighting for. And I'd say to any Americans watching this right now, if there are things happening in the UK and you want to give an outsider perspective, it will be welcomed by many people. So get involved and do that. And it, again, taps into this thing about global issues. Yes, sovereignty does exist. Nation states do exist. But the strive for global empathy, for dealing with these big issues, we need to have an attitude that transcends borders if we really want to find solutions that are going to work for everyone. Because the core values of us as human beings and the necessities of life and what we need, they're all the same. We just come from very different cultures and perspectives, but there are commonalities that when we connect the dots, we can all benefit. And I appreciate this answer was maybe a bit waffly, and I apologise if it was, but that is just what I can say from the top of my head about why I care so much about the United States of America, and I do touch upon a lot of what is going on in US politics over there, because if you guys don't get it right, I don't think there's much hope for the UK in doing that. And that's just me being frank about where I come from. So with that said, I'd love to hear from any American viewers out there what you honestly make of the United Kingdom. And I know we often hear this term, the special relationship, which for me is a euphemism that doesn't make me feel very comfortable. I'm sure we all have opinions on that. Again, that might be another topic to add to my list. I actually aim to do another Q&A video in the not too distant future. And so if you have any questions for me, from the trivial to the more profound, please let me know in the comments section. And on that note, I am going to get back to the crazy world of Miles with everything that is going on. I'd like to thank you for the support as always. Be sure to like and share the video and everything else awesome you do to help me out. And I will speak to you next week. Adios till next time.